Hey, quick video just to explain a couple things, right? Common comments that I get. So you guys understand how the various terms work. When you send tokens to Coinbase using the BEP20, right, Binance Smart Chain, and you're sending these BEP20 tokens, you're not sending the actual tokens. Coinbase sort of explains this to you in their return emails, but not totally. So when you send XRP, you're sending Ripple. That's on their own blockchain, right? If you send Ethereum, that's on the Ethereum blockchain. If you were to send Shiba Inu, that's an ERC20 token on the ERC blockchain, right? So if you send any of those tokens on the native blockchain, XRP or Ethereum, in the case of ADA, they have their own blockchain, so it's on the ADA blockchain, then Coinbase rather, accepts those tokens. If you were to send any other version, it does not. Only the native is usable on Coinbase. So if you send USDT or ADA or any of these tokens, Shiba Inu, using Binance Smart Chain, it's not sending the actual token because the actual token only exists on that native blockchain, the original actual blockchain. So what it's actually sending is a Binance pegged version. They essentially create every single cryptocurrency in existence can be sent on Binance Smart Chain. When you send it, it's creating this token that represents the actual token on the actual blockchain. It's the exact same value. The price is always pegged exactly. The price is always identical to the actual token. Binance will allow you to deposit all the different versions of those tokens, but Coinbase only accepts the native actual token. So if you were to move different tokens around, or if you were to have Trust Wallet, which supports all these different networks, you can see in Trust Wallet, it shows up in the top corner whether the token you're looking at is the BEP20 version or like you can look at Tether, USDT. It'll show you this is ERC20 Tether, which is the actual Tether, the real one. Then it'll show if you have TRC20, which is on the TRX, the Tron blockchain. When you go to Tether in the top left corner, it'll say TRC20. That's telling you that that's the TRC20 version, the Tron version of Tether. It's not actual Tether. Actual Tether tokens only exist on the Ethereum blockchain. So that's what they mean when they say you sent us Binance pegged tokens, not the actual asset itself. When they eventually implement Binance Smart Chain, they'll be able to recover the funds, but that part still applies. You're not sending the actual token. So that's one thing. The other thing is everybody says if Coinbase could just give us the private keys, or they have the private keys so they can recover the funds for us, so you understand what happens there. When you send funds to a custodial exchange like Coinbase, the address they give you, your receive address, the address they give you and say this is your Ethereum receive address, this is your wallet address, send your funds to this address. When you send assets to that address, it's not actually a wallet. It's not your wallet. You don't have private keys for it. Coinbase doesn't have private keys for it. All that address is a smart contract. So when you send tokens to that smart contract address, it redirects it to the correct account. So if you are given a smart contract and you send tokens to that smart contract, it'll reroute it to Coinbase's main wallet where everybody's crypto is kept, and your account on Coinbase gets a little notch on their computer on the back end that says our main wallet now has 2 more Ethereum in it, and that Ethereum came from Bob Johnson's receive address. So that show his account is going to now display that he has 2 Ethereum. But the address that you're sending it to is not an actual wallet. Nobody has any private keys for that address. That's just your receive address. So when you send assets that are not the native token, that are not supported by the smart contract at that address, it just sits there. It's on the blockchain showing up at that smart contract address, but it can't be accessed. Nobody can do anything with it until Coinbase rebuilds their platform to incorporate these other networks. Once Coinbase adds the Binance Smart Chain network, they will reprogram how it works with a new smart contract, and that new smart contract will work on different networks. So if you send assets on the Ethereum network, ERC20 tokens, their smart contract will reroute it. And then all the tokens that were sent to that token address, that smart contract address using Binance Smart Chain, are still just sitting there. When they load a smart contract to that address on the Binance Smart Chain, that smart contract will then route whatever tokens are there to the appropriate final destination, and then they can give you credit for it, or however they're going to do it. I believe that Coinbase will eventually add that functionality in the future because there's just too much money. Too many of their customers have too much money have so much money in play, they have to do it. They're missing out on millions of dollars worth of fees, unhappy customers. They're going to have to do it eventually. Binance Smart Chain is too prevalent in the crypto world. Other exchanges are doing it, so they're taking customers away from Coinbase, even though Coinbase has been reluctant to until now, because Coinbase and Binance are competitors, so they don't want to use Binance's blockchain because that's their major competitor. But I think they're going to do it eventually. I'm pretty sure they're going to give in. I'm almost positive they're going to. I just have no idea when. But those are some of the more technical aspects, so you guys understand when people use these terms, that's what they're referring to. And when I'm correcting them and saying that's not really how it works, now you see why. The last thing I'll say is when people say, I don't understand why Coinbase can't just block transactions if they don't support it. It's their fault. They should have accepted it. The whole point of cryptocurrencies, the whole point of blockchain technology is it's decentralized, and these technologies allow you to maintain control over your assets. Not some bank that can freeze your account, not some random person who's in charge of your assets who determines when you can or can't send stuff. You can send whatever assets you want to whoever you want, whenever you want. Nobody can stop you. You're just sending it to an address on the blockchain. The downside to that freedom, that financial freedom is great. The downside to that is that if you make a mistake, nobody can help you. There's no customer service number where they could just reverse a charge. That's the way it is, but that's the entire point of blockchain technology and cryptocurrencies. It's a decentralized platform specifically designed to be that way. So that's why they don't have the option of just rejecting transactions. If somebody sends tokens to another address on the blockchain, it's on the blockchain. Nobody has control to erase lines of code from the blockchain, or it would defeat the purpose of crypto entirely. All right, that's a good explainer.